Hello and welcome to my submission video for CS50's web development course, Project number 3, the single-page mail app. When not logged in, you are presented with a login page and an option to register a new user. As we have an existing user, we will go ahead and log in. Once logged in, it will load the index view and render the inbox.html template, which is the only template in this Django project. All other page transitions are done by JavaScript on the fly. The top corner shows which user is logged in with an option to log out. I also have another user logged into a different browser for this demonstration. The first requirement is the ability to send an email. If you click on the Compose button, it'll take you to the new email form. This form was provided, but I have made some changes. I do some error checking and will not allow you to submit an email without a subject or a body. Once you enter a subject and body, submitting the form will send the data to the API. The API does additional error checking and will check for errors with the To field. Any errors received by the API are posted at the top. It also checks for valid emails. If an email is invalid, it'll tell you which email is invalid. It also allows you to submit additional emails separated by a comma. One additional feature I've added, as I couldn't quite remember all the emails I have registered for testing, is a button to select a recipient. When you click on it, it'll bring up an option to choose a recipient. Choosing a recipient will put it in the recipient box. If you choose a second recipient, it'll actually include a comma between the users. We'll select one more recipient to send this email. Submit to the API with a filled out fields and a correct to-line. You will get an email stating that the email was sent successfully and you'll be returned to your sent items folder. The list here shows that the email has been sent, and if I switch over to the other user, you can see that they have received the email. The next task to complete was the mailbox views, and this includes the ability to click on the mailbox buttons provided at the top and have it take you to 3 different views that list the mails requested from the API. Each email supplied is appended as its own div, including the from field, the subject field, and the timestamp. I also added a closed envelope and open envelope icons indicating whether it's read or not read, and it was required that unread emails be white background while emails that have been read are a grayed out background. Unread emails are also bolder than read emails. Any emails that have been archived are under the archive inbox, and it has the same layout. The sent mailbox folder has the same layout, but you'll notice it's a To field instead of the From field. Now, if I click on an unread email, it'll open that email up in the mail view. This includes the From, timestamp, recipient list, subject, and the body of the email. If I now go back to the inbox, you'll actually see that the email I selected is marked as read. It was required that the email view have an archive button as well, where I can archive an email. If I click on the archive button, it'll take me back to the inbox and tell me my message has been archived. You'll see it's no longer in the list. If I go to my archived folder, I can now see the email has been moved to the archive. If I open that email up again, I now have an option to unarchive the email. Clicking on unarchive will take me back to the inbox, and you can see that my email has been returned. The last specification was for the ability to reply to an email. We select one from my friend Erica here. We can see that an email has a reply option. If you click on the reply option, it'll take you to composing a new email. Since we are replying, it'll automatically fill in the To field, and it'll also fill in the subject field, adding a re to the front. Now, this email already had re in front of it because it was a reply, but you'll notice if I pick an email that was not previously a reply, it'll add the re to it. If I go back to the email we were working with and hit reply, it does not add re a second time. The contents of the body are also filled in with the date and who sent the message appended to the front of the body. We can now compose a reply and send this message. We can see it says the message was sent successfully, and if I go back to my friend Erica's inbox, we can see that the new message has been received. The last thing to note about archive and reply is that if you're working with a message that you had sent, the reply button is present but is grayed out, and the archive button is not available. I believe that covers all the requirements, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.